श्रोत्रा दिशो यस्य हृदश्च हानि प्रजग्भिरेकम् उषस्य नाभ्या प्राणेन्द्रियात्मशरीरकेतः प्रसीदतां न स महाविभूति. Shrotra from the ears, Disha different direction, Yasya of whom, Vrida from the heart, Cha also Ani the whole of the body, Vijagire generated from the sky, Purushasya of the supreme person, Navya from the navel, Prana of the life force, Indriya senses, Atma mind, Asu vital force, Sharira and body, Keta and the shelter, Prasidata may be Vidna upon us, Mahavibhuti, the supremely powerful. Translation. May the supremely powerful personality of Godhead be pleased with us. The different directions are generated from his ears. The wholes of the body come from his heart. And the vital force, the senses, the mind, the ear in the body, and the ether, which is the shelter of the body, come from his navel. Okay. So, Vishwarupa ears, different directions, heart, wholes of the body, navel is earth, the ether, senses, mind, and ear within the body. Okay. Text 39. So now different limbs will be explained. Balat Mahaindrishridasha Prasada Mutyor Girisho Dishnath Vircha Kemyas Chandas Deshayo Metaka Prasidatamna Samahabhibhuti Mahabhibhuti. So Balat by his strength Mahaindriya Indra became possible. Three Dasha as well as the Dinkar Prasada Vayanga Giri Isha Lord Shiva Krishna from Super Giri Isha Lord Brahma Devya from the body whole two as well as Shantam Russia great saintly persons Medrataha from the angels Kaha the Prajapati Prasidata Meditaha Sahi Mahamiti the personally bodied with extraordinary power. Mahendra, the king of heaven, was generated from the province of the Lord. The demigods were generated from the mercy of the Lord. Lord Shiva was generated from the anger of the Lord. Lord Brahma from his sober intelligence. The Vedic mantras were generated from the bodily wholes of the Lord. And the great saints, Prajapatis, were generated from the genitals. May that supreme powerful Lord be pleased. Okay? His strength is Indra, joy is demigod, anger is Shiva. From anger, Shiva is born. From intelligence, Brahma. From bodily wholes, Vedas. From genitals, Prajapatis, like that. Srirvakshasaha pitraschayaya dharma stanaditara prashtatohu. Or yes, Sarasvo Vihara Prasidatamna Samaha. So he's saying different way you are like this, and I'm saying may you be pleased with us. Sri, the goddess of fortune, Baksha from its chest, Pitra, the Chaya from its shadow. Asan became possible. Dharma, the principle of religion. Stana from its bosom. Dharma, the principle of religion. Stana, Itara, a religion, the opposite of Dharma. Krishna, from the back. Abhut became possible. Dev, the heavenly planet, Yasya, of whom, Krishna, from the top of the head, Up is Prishaha, inhabitant of Apsara, Apsarsaha, the inhabitant of Apsara Look, Vihara, by his sense enjoyment, Prasidatam, and beauty, he, the Supreme Personality of God, Mahavibhuti, the greatest of all prophets, the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune was generated from his chest, the inhabitants of Pitraloka from its shadow, religion from its bosom, and irreligion, the opposite of religion, from his back. The heavenly planets were generated from the top of his head, and the apsaras from his center. May that supreme personality of God be pleased with us. Okay. Vipro Mukhad Brahmachayasya Guhyam Rajanyasi Tujayor Balamcha Purvora jo Angra Kirveda Shudra Prasid Tamna Samaha Vipra, the Brahmana's path from his mouth Brahma, the Vedic literature, also yes, Viyam from its foundation knowledge, Ragya, the Kshatriyas Asi, became possible. Pujayo from its Balamcha, as well as bodies Upo, from the thighs bit, Vaishya, Puja, and their expert productive knowledge. Angrihi from his feet. Aveda, those who are beyond the jurisdiction of Vedic knowledge. Shudrau, the worker class. Sita, maybe Sita, Panas, the supremely powerful personality of Godhead. The Brahmanas and Vedic knowledge came from the mouth of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Kshatriyas and bodily strength came from his arms. The Vaishyas and their expert knowledge, productivity, and wealth come from his thighs. And the Sudras, who are outside of Vedic knowledge, come from his feet. May that Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is full in prowess, be pleased with us. Okay. 42. This is just explanation like from Vishrupa, which limb, which activity, which thing has generated. Because Vishrupa is universal form, is the universal form. The whole universe will come together, combinedly make the form of Lord. Okay, so you can say like that. The Supreme Lord's form represents the whole universe. So what thing represent what is explained. लोभो धरात प्रीति पर्यर्पुद्युतिर् नस्ता पशव्या स्पर्शेन कामः पूर्वोर्यमभवस्तु काला उसीदताम्ना सत्महाविभूतिः. Lova, greed, adharat from the lower lip, preeti, affection, puri from the upper lip, abhut became possible, duty, worldly luster, nastha from the nose, pashavya, fit for the sparshena by the touch, kama, vasudya, guru from the eyebrows, yamaha, yamaraj became possible, paksham, bhava from the eyelashes, super, kala, eternal time which brings death, prasidam, vipita, panasa, the supreme personality of God with great province. Greed is generated from his lower lip, affection from his upper lip, bodily luster from his nose, animalistic lusty desires from his sense of touch, Yamaraj from his eyebrows, and eternal time from his eyelashes. May that Supreme Lord be pleased with us. Everything emanates from Lord. That's why Krishna says that everything comes from me. There you can see how everything comes from Krishna. Okay. द्रव्यं वया कर्म गुणान् विशेषं यद्योगमायाभितान् वदन्ति यद्दुर्विभाव्यं प्रबुधापवादं प्रसीदतां न समहाविभूति. Dravyam, the five elements of the material world, Vayaha, time, Karma, fruit activity, Gunan, the three modes of material nature, Vishesham, the varieties caused by combination of the 23 elements. Here that which Yoga Maya by the Lord's creative potency, Vitan, all done, Vadanti, all done, and say, Yad Vibhavyam, which is actually extremely difficult to understand. Prabhu, the Apavadham, rejected by the learned, by those who are fully aware. Prasidadam, may we be pleased now upon us, Sahi Mahavibhuti, the controller of everything. All learned men say that the five elements, eternal time, fruit activities, the three modes of material nature, and the varieties produced by these modes are all creations of Yoga Maya. This material world is therefore extremely difficult to understand, but those who are highly learned have rejected it. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the controller of everything, be pleased. The word Durvibhavyam is very important in this verse. No one can understand how everything is happening in this material world by the arrangement of the Supreme Personality of Godhead through his material energy. As it is in Bhagavad Gita 9:10, Maya Adhyakshen Prakriti Sukyate Sa Chara Charam. Everything is actually happening under the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This much we can learn, but how it is happening is extremely difficult to understand. Everything is under the control of Krishna. But how everything is controlled, that we cannot understand. To some extent, we can understand how Krishna created the material world. But if you want to know exactly how it works, it's very difficult. Okay, so we cannot understand that because we don't have that much. Yeah. Okay, like you cannot figure out the recipe. Like if you are making paneer butter masala, you can figure out okay this. So you cannot find out like exactly like that. Okay, this is the process. No? Okay, so so this much we can learn, but how it is happening is extremely difficult to understand. We cannot even understand how the affairs within our body are systematically taking place. That only we cannot understand. Sometimes person may think, I have not eaten anything wrong, but why my stomach is upset? I have taken nice food, but I was not able to sleep. Sometimes all of a sudden some strange thing happened. Right? So the body is a small universe, and since we cannot understand how things are happening in this small universe, how can we understand the affairs of the bigger universe? So just consider this body is also one universe. Okay, so and this only we are not able to understand, right? Like if you get some person, suppose he gets one pimple here, can he find out how exactly it came? Because of this reason this came out. They may think, oh, because I ate this, because this changed this thing. You may speculate, but no one can exactly tell. Even doctor cannot exactly. Doctor only is predicting. Maybe because of this, take this medicine. It is not working, take another. Okay, so actually this universe is very difficult to understand. Yet learned sages have advised, as Krishna has also advised, that the world is Dukhalayam Shashvatam. In other words, it is a place of misery and temporality. This much you should understand. But we have to understand that it is a place of misery and everything is temporary. One must give this world. One must give up this world and go back to home, back to the personality of Godhead. Materialist may argue if this material world and its affair are impossible to understand, how can we reject? The answer is provided by the word Prabhuda Papa Badam. We have to reject this material world because it is rejected by those who are learned in Vedic wisdom. Even though we cannot understand what this material world is, we should be ready to reject it in accordance with the advice of learned person, especially the advice of Krishna. Krishna says, Mam upetya punarjanma dukhalayam ashasutam na pivanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam tata. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion, Mam ye upetya punarjanma dukhalayam ashasutam na pivanti mahatmana, yogis in devotion, never return to this temporary world which is full of miseries because they have attained the highest perfection. One has to return home back to Godhead, for this is the highest perfection of life. To go back to Godhead means to reject this material world. Although we cannot understand the function of this material world and whether it is good for us or bad for us, in accordance with the advice of the Supreme Authority, we must reject it. Go back home, back to Godhead. Okay, because Supreme Authority is saying that we should reject, then we should not figure out why or what. It's not important now. Because Krishna is saying that we just leave some my place. So that's important. Okay. With many things we may not understand. Sometimes if you say to a child, don't receive the why, what will happen, what will happen, what will happen. You will ask so many questions because he cannot understand and you cannot explain also. By the time the child will understand. But what is the good thing is that child, what parents are saying, they should follow. Same way, what Krishna is saying, we should follow. When we will uplift our consciousness in bhakti, then we may understand how it is. Okay. Namastu tasma upashanta shaktaye स्वराज्य लाभ प्रतिपूरितात्मने गुणेषु माया रचितेषु वृत्तिभिर् न सज्जमानाय नवस्वदूतये. Okay, so now Krishna is saying that you have to reject this world. So the point is Even Krishna is not attached to this. Okay, Krishna also not attached to this material world. Nama, our respective obeisance are to let there be a tasmay to him, Prashanta Shaktaye, who does not endeavor to achieve anything else, who is free from restlessness. Swarajya, complete independent, Lava, all grains, Pratikita, to be achieved. Atman into the Supreme Personality of God, Guneshu, the material which is moving because of the three modes of nature. Maya Rachiteshu, things created by the external energy, Vrittivi, by such activities of the senses. Na, Satchamanaya, one who does not become attached, above material pains and pleasure. Navaswat, the air, the Utaye, the Lord who has created this world as his pastime. Once again, okay. So let us offer, Brahmaji is saying, let us offer our respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is completely silent, free from endeavor, and completely satisfied with his own achievement. He is not attached to the activities of the material world. He himself is not attached through his senses. Indeed, in performing his pastimes in this material world, he is just like the unattached air. We can simply understand that behind the activities of material nature is the Supreme Lord, by whose indications everything takes place. Although we cannot see him, even without seeing him, we should offer him our respectful obeisance. We should know that he is complete. Everything is done systematically by his energy. Paras Saktir Bhikta, and therefore he has nothing. Natasya karyam karanam ja vidyate, as indicated here by the word Upashanta Shaktaye, his different energy act. But although he sets the energy in action, he himself has nothing to do. He is not attached to it, for he is the supreme personality of God. And therefore, let us offer our respect to him. So, so Brahma is saying anyway, till now we were focusing and seeing your universal form now. Now again we want to focus on your personal form. We wish to see you personally. Satam Satam no darshayatmanam smatkaranam gocharam prapannanam vidrikshunam sasmitam te mukhambujam. Now mukhambujam. Okay, the mouth, lotus like face of Krishna. Saha, the Supreme Personality Godhead, Tvam, you are my Lord, Naha to us, Darsha, be visible, Atmanam in your original form, Asmat Karana Gocharam, appreciable by our direct senses, especially by our eyes, Prapannanam, we are all surrendered to you, Vidachunam, yet we wish to see you, Sans, Nitam, smiling day, your Mukha Ambudam, lotus like face. O Supreme Personality of Godhead, we are surrendered unto you, yet we wish to see you. Please make your original form and smiling note of face visible to our eyes and appreciable to our other senses. So till now they were glorifying universal form. The universal form, if you just try to draw, you know, put a one sun here, moon here, then you are so how it will look. Like different things are told. That is actually imaginary. Universal form is imaginary form. Just to make at least people understand that yes, God exists. And God is so vast, so big. So this universal form is actual so that they will understand. For them it becomes easy to follow. But the original form is Krishna's original form is that lotus like face, that Shyam, that form is original, which is the personal form, okay, which is very beautiful. Even sometimes this is the lotus mouth, lotus eyes, lotus face, lotus hand, lotus feet. Everything is compared with lotus. So if you make that form also, like eyes are like lotus, to make eyes like lotus, hands are like lotus, to make hands like lotus. So the body will be like full of lotus and it become very ugly. But what to do? There is nothing in this world which can be compared with the Lord. So the best thing they found is lotus. So they are comparing with it. But it's not like Krishna's eyes are not like lotus. But there is nothing which can be compared so lotus like. But Krishna's eyes are so beautiful, millions and times more and more beautiful than lotus. More and more, the hand, the body, everything. We cannot, actually we are in material world now. Our senses are covered with material things. So we cannot conceive. So it is said lotus is like so beautiful. So like that flowers, very soft. And lotus very soft. Lotus petals are very soft. So like that. But actually, lotus petal is very hard in compared to the body of Lord. But what to do? There is nothing better than in this world which can be compared. Just to make understand, it is said. Lord actually, original form of Lord is so beautiful. The devotees are always eager to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his original form with his smiling lotus-like face. They are not interested in experiencing the impersonal form. No devotee wants to see impersonal form. The Lord has both impersonal and personal feature. The impersonals have no idea of the personal feature of the Lord. But Lord Brahma and the members of his disciple succession, we are in the disciple of Brahma. We are Brahma Sampradaya. Okay, so it is our so Lord Brahma and the member of his disciple succession, like we follow Sri Prabhupada, want to see the Lord in his personal form. Govinda. Without a personal form, there can be no question of his smiling face. Which is clearly indicated here by the words Sasmitam Te Ambudam. Those who are in the Vaishnava Sampradaya of Brahma, always want to see the personality of God. So we are in the Sampradaya of Brahma. Okay. So they are eager to realize the Lord's personal feature, not the impersonal. We want to see Krishna personally playing flute, Vedum Kulantam Aravinda Dalaya Daksham, Barahavatam Samasitam. So that peacock feather, flute, nicely, and that form we want to see. So they are eager to realize the Lord's personal feature, not the impersonal feature, as listed here. Asmat Karam Gocharam, the personal feature of the Lord can be directly perceived by our senses. So the Lord has this personal and impersonal both, but devotee want to see personal. Now, the 46 is saying that you are appearing in different incarnations. तैस्ति स्वेच्छा भूतै रूपै काले काले स्वयं विभो कर्म दुर्विषहं यन्नो भगवान सत्करोति. They by such appearance, they by such incarnation, swa ichha bhutai, all appearing by your personal sweet will, rupai by actual form, kale kale in different millenniums, swayam personally before Supreme Lord, karma activity, durvishaham, uncommon and everything nested by human health. Yet that which Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality, that Parvati. O Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, by your sweet will, you appear in various incarnations. By your sweet will. It's not like somebody is forcing you, no, it's time you have to go. No, by your sweet will, you accept and you come as incarnation, various incarnations, millennium after millennium, yuge yuge, kale kale, and act wonderfully, performing uncommon activities that would be impossible for us. So Krishna in the different form he comes and he performs uncommon activities. The Lord says in Bhagavad Gita 4:7, Yada yada idharmasya klane bhavati bharata dharmasya tadatmanam sarjamiham. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharat, and a predominant rise of religion, at that time I descend myself. Famous slogan, everybody knows. Yeah. Thus it is not an imagination but a fact that Supreme Personality of Godhead by his feet appears in different incarnations such as Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Nrsimha, Vaman, Parashram, Ramchandra, Balaram, Buddha, and many other Kalki. Future. Okay, devotees are always actually this 10 name Prabhupada wrote from the South Story. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Nrsimha, Vaman, Parashram, Ramchandra, Balaram, Buddha. 9. And 10th is Kalki. Okay, so even the Dasavatara Stotra, you will see 10 names are there. Krishna name is not there in incarnation because Krishna is not incarnation. He is the source of the incarnation. That's why in the Dasavatara Stotra, you see every line what it comes. Keshav Dhirta, Meena Sarira. Keshav became Matsya, fish. Keshav Dhirta, Kurma Sarira. Keshav is who? Krishna. So Keshav Dhirta, Keshav has taken the incarnation of tortoise, Kachap, Kurma, Keshav, Dirta, Narhari Rupa. Keshav has taken, so all, who is taking these different kinds of Keshav? So Keshav name will not come in the incarnation list, right? Because he is the source of incarnation. But Balaram name is coming, and a Buddha name is coming. Okay, so we should understand that Krishna is the source of incarnation. The devotees are always eager to see one of the Lord's innumerable forms. It is said that just as no one can count how many waves there are in the sea, no one can count the forms of the Lord. Okay, many times I have said. This does not mean, however, that anyone can claim to be a form of the Lord and be accepted as incarnation. Anybody cannot say, I am also incarnation. The incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead must be accepted in terms of the descriptions found in the Shastra. Lord Brahma is eager to see the incarnation of the Lord, or the original source of incarnation. He is not eager to see and feel force. So the incarnation's activities are proof of his identity. All the incarnations described in the Shastras act wonderfully. Keshav Dirta Meet Sarira Jai Jagdish Re. It is only by the personal speech of the Supreme Personality of Godhead that he appears and disappears, and only fortunate devotee can accept to see him face to face. Only fortunate devotees can expect to see Krishna face to face. Otherwise, Krishna may be sitting next to you and you may not know only. Okay. Now, the upcoming verses of this chapter, which is like 47 to 50, the remaining 4 verses are the seed verses for the upcoming pastime of the churning of the milk, ocean, Samudra Manthan. Okay, so these are the seed verses. Means these verses will give the direction to the pastime of Samudra Manthan. Okay. So here the glory of worshipping Lord Vishnu, that will be explained in this 47 to 50. So 47 sloka will tell the effects of the result or the efforts of karmis and jnanis. So karmis and bhaktas. Okay. 48 will say about the power of bhakti, devotional service, and 49 will say that everybody will be benefited by worshipping Vishnu, and 50 is the pranam. Okay. So okay, let us read. I think. क्लेश भूर्यल्प साराणि कर्माणि विप्लानि वा देयिनां विषर्यतानां न तथैवार्पितं त्वयि क्लेशा hardship bhuri very much alpa very little sharani good results karmani activities vipalani frustration va either dehinam a person vishay artha nam who are eager to enjoy the material world na not tatha like that eva indeed arpitam dedicated Why unto your lordship. Karmis are always anxious to accumulate wealth for their sense gratification. But for the purpose of but for that purpose they must work very hard. They want so much money for sense gratification, but for that they need to work very hard. Yet even though they work hard, the results are not satisfying. Nobody is satisfied. Indeed, sometimes their work results only in frustration. Sometimes after so much work, they find frustration because they did not get the recognition, reward, promotion, or whatever. Indeed, sometimes their work results only in frustration. But devotees, they were karmis and now devotees. Devotees who have dedicated their lives to the service of the Lord can achieve substantial results without working very hard. So devotees don't have to work very hard, but they get so much result. These results exceed the devotee's expectation, and the result also exceeds the expectation. One may not expect that Krishna will give me this much, but Krishna gives even more. So we can practically see how the devotees who have dedicated their lives for the service of the Lord in the Krishna consciousness are getting immense opportunity for the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead without working very hard. So you see the life of those devotees who have dedicated their life. Okay, The devotees who have dedicated their life for Krishna's service, you see their life. They are not doing very hard work, but they are getting everything necessary for living, and more importantly, they are getting immense opportunity to serve Krishna because they have dedicated their life, 24 into 7. They are serving Krishna only. Anytime they are just living in the temple all the time, they are worshipping Krishna, serving Krishna. They got immense opportunity. Okay. So the Krishna consciousness movement, this ISKCON actually started with only 40 rupees. When Prabhupada started ISKCON, Prabhupada had 40 rupees. But now it has more than 40 crore worth of property. That is 50 years back. Now it is even more and more. And ISKCON is so big now. And 1,000 temples in all over the world. And all this opulence has been achieved within 8 or 10 years. So, in Prabhupada is writing 50 years back. So, in 10 years, Prabhupada is saying from 40 rupee to ISKCON grown to 40 crore. You understand now? Such a boom in any business. No, right? So, and that's what we have to understand how the devotional service helps. But now it has no karmi can expect to improve this business so swiftly. And besides this, whatever karmi acquires is temporary and sometimes frustrating. In Krishna consciousness, however, everything is encouraging and improving. So in karmi's life, everything is temporary and frustrating. And in bhakti life, everything is encouraging and improving. The Krishna conscious movement is not very popular with the karmi because this movement recommends that one refrain from illicit sex, meat eating, gambling, and intoxication. Because these things are not allowed. So many karmi people will not come to this one. Why? Because they want to do this, right? So these are restrictions that karmis very much dislike. Karmi don't like. You say them illicit sex, avoid gambling, avoid intoxication, avoid and meat it. They will not come. So nonetheless, in the presence of so many enemies, this movement is progressing, going forward without any impediment. And now from Prabhupada is writing 50 years back. Now after 50 years, still it is growing only. So you see, if the devotee continue, if the devotees continue to spread this movement, dedicating life and soul to the lotus feet of Krishna, no one will be able to check it. And that's what is true. Nobody is able to stop. ISKCON is still progressing. Now you see, the in world we have such a big millennial and billionaires, big MNCs. But even in India, there are so many big companies, and but nobody was able to do such a charity like ISKCON did in this lockdown. Just one ISKCON temple was feeding 5 lakh people every day with a nice quality of meal. 5 lakh people per day, one temple. And if you include all the temple of Delhi only, 12 lakh people they were feeding every day. Just imagine cooking chapatis for 12 lakh people every day. And now we will get chakkar. So this is how they have grown up, right? And if you combine all the temples in the India and in the world, then number goes even high in crores. How it is going? Krishna is providing. That's what Rupa said. Everything will be provided by Krishna. Okay, so but and devotees are not doing any hard work. They are just simply doing some bhakti service. That's it. They are not running day and night, late night, 12 o'clock. Nobody is working and getting up in the 8 o'clock and running to the office and coming back and up down, up down. No, they are not working like that. They are enjoying nice food, and morning they are chanting and dancing. Evening also dancing. So at least in every see who will be so fortunate. Every day, 2 times, half an hour at least dancing is there in our lifestyle. Who will be so fortunate? Who is that person in the world? Every day, half an hour morning, half an hour evening, nicely singing and dancing. Who, first of all, they don't have time. But devotees are, despite of doing everything, they are having time. They are enjoying life very nice. So, bhakti is in bhakti process we follow. We get everything. But in relation with Krishna, as servant of Krishna, Krishna is providing us everything, and we are happy, and everything is improving and encouraging. But in Karmi style, everything is frustrating. Despite of 1 month hard work, one may find that actually salary is deducted, or they were 1 year they were working thinking that they will get some reward, some hike, some recognition, but it is given to somebody else, right? So they are frustrated, then they are changing job and same thing happening there, right? And then they are getting married, and then in marriage they are having frustrations like full material life, karmi life is frustrating. So this movement will go forward without limits. Chant Hare Krishna. Prabhupada saying, if you continue chanting Hare Krishna, following four-holy principle, the ISKCON will grow. Nobody can stop it. Okay. Text 48. Okay. So it will be again disconnected. This is the second part. Now third part will start immediately now, and we will read the 48 shloka. Okay. It will be disconnected now. You can rejoin immediately. Thank you.